Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in. Check out your boy. Yeah, people. Out here in my lab in the wee hours of the morning. Yeah, it's about 5:25. I'm doing my thing. Let's go. I got some nice for you today. Ho, ho, ho. I'm in teaching mode right now. Let's go. Rightisms. 25 rules to live by. Storytelling. Story with a message. And there's a message in the story for life. I give you life lessons. You tune into receiving them. I appreciate you. Let's do what we do. Right Thinker's mission, and that's what I'm on, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right Thinker's way of life, and that's what it is. Through mental and spiritual discipline, practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment. To know yourself a little bit better, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get that together. So I ask the question, do you know you? You will when I'm through. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have an answer for yourself, tune in. I can help you with that. That's what I do for you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. You can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and swear that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm a spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers know thyself. And to my yacht, be true. I'm about to take a quick turn left, putting down my dude, putting down my lesson I'm giving from the Anuian theology. I'm a Mason. I saw some information, so I'm going to give some Masonic information. Oh, you're going to touch? Relax, I'm nuts. All right, the title right thinker, let's talk about the Cabletow. My brethren. Those who know. Those who don't, I'll explain it to you as we go. How about that? See that guy right there? You see what he's standing on? He's the man with the Cabletow. Okay, that's the god Amsu. Okay, I'm going to give you a quick breakdown, a brief understanding about that. But my goal is to get you to understand that everything that y'all doing here has already been done. That's all. So let's talk about the god Amsu, the raising spirit of Mummy Haru. They call him Horus. You call him Haru. Of the Minthos and the Osiris Asar in the eschatology. He holds the whip of power. You only see him with something in the hand. You only see him with one arm. Okay, that's the first thing. You see the hat, the two double plume. You see the beard, looking like who? One of the Egyptian gods. That's who he is. Okay, so we got that understanding. Let me get this information to you. Hope you can understand it. The Masons, the brothers whip. Now he holds what they call the whip of power. The Egyptians' Ku, that's an enlightened being, is one hand pointing above, and the other hand usually would be like this, as above, so below. This was even before the concept, why they had another concept. This is a different concept, see? They did everything symbolically and subliminally. They had a message. He's standing on my eye. Heads up. Okay, let's talk about the Cabletow. And this is the book that I'm reading from. This book right here got so much information. When I first read it, I was clueless. I was in search. Okay, I was ignorant. I didn't know. I'm looking. I said, "What the hell? Who the what? What man? What is man? They got a whole bunch. They got the Aborigines in here. They got the original people of us. Okay, different people from Africa, different parts of Africa, and he did his homework. Okay, everybody had different philosophy, different concepts, but we all worship the same God. Okay, all right, here we go. Now, the Cabletow. How many of our Masonic fraternity brothers know the true meaning of said Cabletow? None of them. Why? They teach a different concept. So they over there and the truth is over here. What happened? As long as they keep going that way, the truth is going that way, they're never going to meet. Philosophically, I know now more about the Masonic craft order than I did when I was in it and teaching it. Figure that one out. Okay? Yeah. I was going by the information that they was giving me. I was going by what they said. I believe what they said. I followed what they said. They didn't even follow half the stuff they said. I had a problem with that too. That's another reason why I had to separate. Why? Don't say this. Don't say this and do that. I need balance. Okay? That's why I practice in everything. If you have imbalance in anything, it's going to be wrong. Moving on. But this is the original concept. Let me break it down for my Masonic brothers. We in the lives today, right? All right. Yeah, I'm the worship master. I sit in the East. The man with the knowledge should be the one distributing information. That's his job. That's how he get there. Y'all put people in the East to teach and lead, don't know clue about nothing. Moving on, getting personal. Get out of there. Now, originally, it was chain. It was a chain or a rope of some kind worn by the I. The I means the individual. You, the initiate. I is the initiate, okay? Or those about to be initiated. To what? To the solemn obligations. Listen, you are coming in to somebody. I came in like a kid. I'm just ready to do and whatever. They had my nose so open. Get out of this. Every time I go back, I get personal because I came in with the right intentions. Like Malcolm X, he came out of prison. They sold him a bill of goods about Allah and how good the Muslim and all this good stuff. And when he came out, he was 100% invested. The people that were selling him wasn't. I had the same experience. And most of us do. Why? When you get into an organization that profess one thing, and when you get in, you start, I can't do this. Why this, man, I ain't signed up for this. Simple, okay? I'm still a traveler, man. I just belong to a lot. I'm a man. I'm called a clandestine. Why? I got no home. Moving on. Like us who don't know ourselves, we can't go home. Why? We just destined to keep reincarnating and walking the earth and being ignorant into what? We know thyself. To what? Go home. Basic concept. It haven't changed. I keep doing tea. I'm going to dress up and present it any way I can, but it's still the same concept. My man said 5 years, you still pushing. Thank you. It's not going to change. Stories, analogies, concepts, yeah, but the fact, nope. Let's go. The goal is the same, to get to know thyself. And it means necessary. Again, now the initiate, you've been initiated into what? A belief. Hear me? Right there. You part of a belief in God and what? Their dependency on him. Everything is God. Yeah, but remember, when you do that, you just, no, you're not thinking. You're not thinking. I want you to think. I don't want to just give me you where I can just manipulate you. I ain't got time for that. That's the shepherd leading the flock. I'm not that type of person. I'm pretty much a loner. So I'm going to give you and I'm gone. Well, I do what I do. Moving on. And you depend on God, so to speak. And they taught their solemn obligations. You swearing to do these things. Your right hand to God, you put in your oath. I took an oath. And I'm going to live up to it. Why? Because I took it. That's the only reason. Not because only because I took it. I know what it means. Okay. Significance and symbology. If you're not dedicated to something, you be hopping around trying to look at everybody. I done been this, I done did that. No. Find the niche. I did. And you work it. That's all. TD my man. Work it. That's all you got to do. Now, when you get your solemn obligation, you are submitting. And you are saying you're going to be devoted yourself to what? His will, which is God, which is all fine and good in concept. Okay, in words. But do y'all do it? No. But that's the whole purpose. If you did, the whole part about Masons, we didn't solicit. We showed. I came in because I saw. I didn't come in because I wanted some eminence and a whole bunch of book. No. But I rose to the top. Why? Through studying. I was a student. I was the dean of instruction. Why? That young boy sharp. That young boy smart. Why? I stayed in my damn books. And I lived what I was learning. I was a Mason. true and true. Still is. And the fact that he is neither naked nor clothed, watch this, is an emblem and symbolically that he is what? Unlearned. You don't know. You're a mere child. I told you I came in wide-eyed and I was excited about being part of something. You're a mere child of nature. You're unregenerated, and you are destitute. You have no knowledge and of anything. You have any knowledge of what? The true God. You don't know God. You don't know yourself. Same concept. See, I'm gonna show you how they just take it, and I'm gonna slide it right on there. What it's really supposed to be. That's the esoteric message, and I'm trying to show you. They say this, but they mean this. That's the part that the masses don't get part of. Don't take part in. Why? They think y'all don't need to know. They think you're stupid, and they keep treating you like you are. Moving on. I'm trying to get you to be like them, like the serpent in the garden. Yeah, I'm trying to wake you up, and he's not gonna like that. And watch this. Don't know God, no knowledge of self, no God, as well as being what? Destitute to what? The comforts of life, knowing how to live right, be right, and do right, and receive the benefits of the blessings that all religions profess. All of them profess that. I know that. That's why I understand it. But how many of them do it? Therein lies the problem. Let's go. And the whole thing about anything, about learning, getting knowledge, obtaining knowledge, you have to use it. The knowledge ain't the power. The use of it is the power. Hope you get to understand it. And this, I'm trying to teach. That's what I'm doing. And this is the state in which what? We find all our candidates. I came to the Masonic order. I was dumb as all get up. Didn't have a clue. But I was ready. They had me, and I gave my all. And I rose to the ranks. I didn't know nobody in there. I didn't come there on the friend or nobody. No, I came in and just started doing my thing. Showing who I was and how I was and what I can do. And it still works. But all of us are ignorant until what? We find somebody who can what? Teach us. That's what the elders and parents' job is from birth. We got somebody in house. I'll tell you that about ourselves. Moving on. But the chain was used by what? The Druids, okay? And the Egyptians as a symbolism. Again, this is all symbology. As stated above, I told you. Also what? That he was being led. This is what I'm doing right now. I will lead you from darkness, which is ignorance of yourself, into what? Light. From ignorance to what? Knowledge. I'm giving you self-knowledge. That's the best kind you can get. I'm not giving you psychology, social, none of that nonsense. I'm giving you life lessons, the ones that you can emulate, use, and profit thereby. Giving good. I give good and wholesome advice daily. Moving on. Now, if they're ignorant of what you're doing, you are the teacher and you bringing them into light. So you raise them from a dead level to the living level symbolically. Oh, you telling the secrets? I could ain't no damn secret. It's initiation. It's a ritual. It's a concept. Get over it. Oh, it's private. Oh, nobody got to know. Everybody know what y'all doing. How about that? Ain't no more secrets. That was back in the age of Pisces when everybody, sneaky. Yeah. Now, okay, if what you was doing ain't what you claim and you ain't doing, we will know that now. Okay, so all y'all who is getting away, party's over. The jig is up for y'all. And the chains are symbolic. Why? To take you, again, as a teacher, I'm bringing you from no knowledge of Masonic knowledge. I came in the same way, so I know just how it feels. I went through it. Again, I'm giving you what I experienced. And the chains was used to Jewish Egyptian symbolism. And it started, watch this, as I stated above, where am I down here? Okay, now when I bring you from ignorance to knowledge of what? The one true living God that's in you. He ain't out there. He's in you. And if we teach our young people that God is in them, how much do you think, what kind of person they think they would be from that knowledge alone? That's truth. That ain't some fairy tale. That ain't superstition. That's the truth. How about we give that to them? Half of y'all grown people don't even have it. So I guess that's why we can't give it to them. You can't give what you don't have. I understand. But introducing them to what? God, the creator and the judge of all things in heaven and on earth. The Bible. Basic instruction before leaving earth. Okay, where did they get that idea from? Be created? Nope. Okay, moving on. Here we have the origin. I'm an origin man. I'm big on origins of the Cabletow in Freemasonry. Okay, they tell you it's everybody's tied together, string around my neck. And now they really gave us the wrong concept. Well, I know that now, but at the time it meant to well, it's around my neck, it's around the brother behind me neck, and so on and so forth and so on. That means if I go down, I'm gonna pull the Cabletow and I'm gonna choke the guy behind me. He gonna choke the guy behind him. And that's not good. But the symbology is that we all for one and one for all. That's the concept that they sold me. And I agree, no problem. If somebody tell you something and you don't know otherwise, you can't argue, dispute, or question. You just gonna take it. Mayat makes that impossible. You ain't gotta just take nothing. You want proof. That's where I am at right now. I don't need your belief. I need what you know. I need your gnosis, okay? Your knowledge, your wisdom from experience, not what somebody told you or not what you read. I got a whole bunch of stuff that I read. But I can tell you what I know from reading. So, calm down. All right, I see the clock. I gotta get this thing on. This is gonna be a 2 lesson. I see I got another whole page of information. All right, here we go again. You got Father Burgos. Now these are, I guess, Spanish people. I ain't good. I'm gonna mess this all up, but I'm gonna give it a shot. His description of what they call Zapotecs, like the Aztecs. They were the Zapotecs. They got Mexicans. Okay, they was all over, and the Mayas. Remember them? We know them. And you also had this guy named Juan da Cordova. I know that name is for the Spanish Puerto Rican people, so yeah. And he's speaking of what they call tola, T-O-L-A, and that's a grass-like plant. That wasn't the rope. The Cabletow was like a plant. Una, Yava, de las, I can't do this, but it is made out of which they made a straw rope and which they bought to what? Confession. I want to get to this part. Yeah, all you Christian, Catholics, swear to God, y'all created confession. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You stole it. Like everything else. Moving on, get past that. You brought it to confession and you laid it down on the ground. Watch this. Before the priest. And you confess what sins that you wish to confess, etc. He ain't on one side of the door. No, y'all right there face to face and y'all having a conversation. He's the holy man. You're going to confess your sins. And he give you they gave us a very wrong impression. Okay? Why? And their translation is not correct because tola, first of all, the word tola, here they make the meaning as a sin. Nope. La tola is a place of sin. Or a confession, the place that you confess your sins and told us they had a little misinterpretation. That goes on, that happens. But my thing with the Catholics, y'all got it wrong. Y'all so hard-headed and asinine, you won't change it. You won't even admit that you're wrong. You're still going to ride the lie. That I got a problem with, and that's religion. But this is wrong. How do you know? Because the meaning of the word is a dark place. Okay, and the ceremonies observed and described by the above show how ignorant, again, ding, 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 they were of the true meaning of the ceremony. And how many other misunderstandings and ignorant interpretations have they been getting away with? A whole lot. Okay, they perverted it. Moving on. That's why I ain't big on riches. Why? Because I can't trust y'all. No. Moving on. Again, I can tell you why I do or don't do something real simple, okay? Which was the same as what? As that of the first degree in masonry. This is what they teach in first degree masonry. I know that. But they gave us, again, their impression. And it's okay because it served a purpose. Moving on. Like I said, I learned more about that craft when I got out than I did when I was in. And I taught it and I learned it. Mastered it. So I thought. I laugh now. And watch this. Now, in the first degree of masonry, the rope of straw was not to hang. Ding, 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 ding. I gave a little breakdown to take you to here. See, people can lead you along. They can suit you up and dress you up and go right into where they want you to be. That's called manipulation. Mind manipulation. It's easy to do, and most ignorant people don't have a clue. They just, so that's why. Again, they gave the wrong information. Where we at? It's not to hang the young man with, as all initiates well know why. Although in some glyphs, the rope appears around the neck. It's really not. It's hanging, okay? Misinterpretation. See the tail they call it the bull's tail. Okay, I got everything on here. I can break down for you and give you the meaning and the significance behind it. That's subliminal messaging. That's esoteric knowledge. I can read what they call between the lines, so to speak. We didn't have lines, we have pictures. You need to recognize what's in the picture because everything has a purpose and a meaning. Okay, you see that right angle right there, Masonic brothers? You see here on that right angle? Okay, you see him on the square? Okay, Maya. They don't teach about Maya in Masonic order. Why not? They didn't know. Moving on, I'm just saying. They didn't steal that part. All right, where we at? Okay, okay. They all knew. Do the up. Okay, seem to be appears around the neck. All right, so that rope appears around the neck of more than what? One. In these pictures, scenes, you have 7 of them. It's supposed to be wrapped around 7 times. And there's that number again. Remember that number 7. 7 is 7 everywhere. They call it the mystical number. Why? That's the question. Never mind what they call it. Find out the origin of things and you might learn something. All that what they saying about it don't teach you jack. So get the meaning, get the proper understanding, and you just learn something. Now you can pass it on with understanding and correctness. Now, what they say a lot of stuff. Moving on. Let me wrap this up. I see the clock. It's going to be a 2-parter anyway. I'm going to take you through this page. All right, here you go. So the rope seen around, but 7 times in some is only a symbol of what? The 7 powers. What are the 7 powers? It's another lesson. Chakras, Kundalini, simple. How about that? Do some homework. I can always give you something to do after I'm done. You can always take some of my information and work on it and build off it. It's called due diligence. Okay, getting more information for your personal self. That's all. When I go to lectures, after lecture, I go right to work and start putting that stuff to use. Simple. That's why I've been doing it for years. Let's go. And wrap this up. I appreciate you tuning in. But here you go. There's some good stuff right here. 7 times. And these represents what? One of the 7 powers or attributes of who? Haru. It's power that's in me and you. I, the initiate, in their sarcadial duties. Okay? Living right, doing right, the 7 liberal arts, a whole bunch of philosophical concepts that the ancients gave them that everybody took and used. Originally, watch this. Originally, it was what? One only, which was associated with Haru, I, the initiate. And Amsu, that's the guy I just showed you, he's considered what they call the risen Haru, or the Horus Haru in spirit. You got to become conscious. And this is well depicted in what? In the accompanying photograph of Amsu. I just showed you that. Why? Because you got the Cabletow is seen hanging down his back. It has been removed from what? His neck, which is his earthly type, okay? Horus, Haru, having been led or passed through dangers, difficulties, darkness, and even death in the what? The underworld. Emerges as who? Amsu. And he's considered the first risen man god and attached to his crown of 2 feathers, denoting what? The 2 lives. You got earthly and you got spiritual. You're 2 beings in one. You're a spiritual being in a human body. You're spiritual, have a human experience. Why? That's what we're here to learn. To become what? Conscious. The spirit don't have a conscious. They give you that to connect heart, mind, coherence. I keep getting caught up, but that's my thing. And that's the whole purpose. I keep telling you, everybody leading to what? Spiritual enlightenment. Everybody's goal to get you to what? Know God. Simple. That's the purpose of religion. To get everybody somewhat understanding in order to do what? Live, do, and be right. The Egyptians lived for 3,000 some odd years in harmony, moving on. That's what I went and got this knowledge and information to find out if we can do that now, because we ain't coming close to being better or being better people, starting with that. Let me wrap this up again. I appreciate you. Now, in the same way was the boat, there you go, of Asar dragged through the underworld by what? A rope. Everything is symbolic. And by the powers that we found mentioned in the ritual, again, it's reason and purpose, as he was dragged in, led through what? Darkness into what? Light. That means coming forth into the light. Sound familiar? And he came forth in what? A double cave and emerged as Ra, son, the sun. In the spiritual form, one and the same. You and God are one. The former being what? The stellar and the oldest, and the latter being solar or the Osirian. We follow Orion's belt. They started following that in Egypt. In our case, we apply it to what? Symbolically in what? The Christian faith. I'm going to end it right there. I'll be right back. I got some more information, but this is knowledge for Masonic concepts only, and I'm giving it to you. What? It's information that you can use too. You got to use it. And if you know knowledge, Masonics, Masons, if your knowledge only work in the lodge, in the temple, what's the purpose? Take it outside the temple, share it, spread it. That's what y'all supposed to be doing. What's the trial? Hey, come on now. Y'all got all them emblems. And Masonic got a whole bunch of emblems. The Greeks got gods. The Egyptian got gods. But they don't know how to use half of them. So if you got a weapon or a tool and don't know how to use it, you ain't got nothing. Okay? Let me end the lesson right there. I'll be right back. Glad you're tuning in. Hope you get the lesson. This is what I do for you. A little change from the norm, but this is what I do for you. Enlighten you by any means necessary. Thanks, Malcolm. All right. Right thinkers, may you live to be 100, me 100 minus a day. So I never know that my right thinkers have passed away. I know you miss me. I sure miss you.